What's up, everybody? It's day 370. Apparently, yesterday I said 339 or something. But today's 370. And today we're going to talk about the housing market on the national level. This came from CNBC, an article that I read today. And they're basically saying, are we hitting a cool-off period for the housing market? Or is it slowing down? I've talked to some other people, and they think it's kind of slowing down a little bit and just doing some more research. Every time they start talking about it, I like to go read it and find out what more about it and find out what the analysts are actually saying. So they're basically saying, is the housing boom over? I mean, is it? Is it not? You don't really know. It depends on your market, I guess. Things are cooling off a little bit. New home sales fell from May to June. Basically, in June, they weren't as much as in May. Sales of a new single-family home fell to an annualized rate of 676,000, or 6.6% below May's rate of 724,000 homes, 19.4% below June of 2020 of 839,000 homes that got started. Now, there's plenty of different things that could really go into this, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. The median price of a newly built home in June rose from 6% compared to June of last year, 2020. Now, we do know that prices of homes have gone up substantially over the past year. So it depends on what month you compare it to. Like when I first read it, I was like 6%. That's crazy talk. But that's 6% compared to June of 2020, before the home market started shooting up, because of the fact that we've had 15 to 20% increases from, like, let's say August of 20, or let's say June, or no. Like, once you start comparing the different months compared to the different back in 2020, obviously we're up substantially from last year. And then just overall, 15 and 20% is huge. And then also, this is a national average, not just our market here. But we're also going to talk about, in our market, we don't have very much inventory on demand, in supply, basically like 1.1 months of inventory. The national market is 5.5 months of supply in the month of May, and that's compared to 6.3 months supply in June. So that means there's a little bit more supply in the month of June than there was in May. So kind of meaning that there's more sellers on the market and less buyers, meaning the fact that there's a lot more inventory. Basically, it takes 6 months to run out of inventory completely in the whole nation. So that's a big difference between 5.3 and 6.3. And around us, it's like 1 point something right now, which is super, super small. In June of last year, it was at a low of 3.5 months. So it's almost doubled from what it was June of 2020. So if that tells you anything, is it slowing down? Is it not? It could be. You just never know. It could be a national thing. Most of the home buyers, most of the home building is in the higher end stuff, because of the fact that the builders can't afford to put up affordable housing because of all the lumber costs, the shortages in appliances, and just labor shortages, and just other kind of shortages out there. And also the fact that the lumber, softwood, it went up like 300%, 400%, jacked up over the past year. Now it's come back down to a kind of more of a reasonable price, but it's still pretty high. The last time I checked, $5.48 for a 2x4. And like I said before, it hit at $9.05. And so therefore, the cost of lumber is coming down, and the home builders should start being able to put in some $200,000-$300,000 homes. Right now, they're doing the $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 homes, because of the fact that you can put in that much. You can actually still make some money by putting in those kind of homes. But I didn't even think about appliance shortages, and definitely we know about labor, because we're putting in a pool and we know about that. And just trying to compete with the government assistance and things like that for trying to get laborers, it's super hard. And then, of course, the appliances, and who knows what the shortage is there. So most of the homes, they're trying to get into the higher end, and they're just trying to put homes out there. And the higher end homes obviously take a lot longer than the lower end homes. So therefore, it's backing up the inventory even more and more. And then another indication that's kind of slowing down is the permits are not as robust as they needed it to be. So the permits, new permits being issued have slowed down. And then also just trying to get affordable land to buy from. I know a guy that wants to sell his land, and D.R. Hortons is trying to buy it, but obviously they don't want to pay as much as he wants for it. So therefore, that goes back to the affordable land. And it would have been, it's like 6 acres, so it would have been like a smaller neighborhood, probably smaller homes, 70 foot lot lines in the front. You know, that would be like a good price point for a lot of the new buyers right now. But the fact is, they're just not building those kind of homes right now. But that's what I got for today. Go out there, make somebody smile, and have a wonderful day. Thanks a lot. Bye.